Good morning, and today this is another episode of the NEPQ Black Book of Questions, and we have reviewed for the past sessions regarding how to make those how to make those questions more floaty, and today we'll just keep reading this book and keep it going through where we were, for instance, last time, and then we can go from there. All right. So this book is from Jeremy Miner, and he's a very successful sales trainer, apparently. So this book is similar in terms of the methodology is really similar to the spin selling book. If you guys have not already watched it or read this book in the past, maybe you can just go to one of my streaming that I was going through this spin selling book. But other than that, let's go jump right in there. I think last time I stopped at page 10. Short book. 17. Okay, great. So more problem awareness questions. Okay, we talk about that. Okay. So it's really hard. It's really important to clarify and probing questions, to clarify the situation, right? Um, Here we go. What we got here? Clarifying and probing questions. Those questions help you clarify what your prospect is saying, so you uncover the true meaning. They also help you probe deeper to pull out your potential customer's emotion, which psychologically gets them to want to change their situation now with urgency rather than waiting down the road. Those questions have some of the most persuasive powers you will ever ask. Start is, how do you mean exactly? How do you mean exactly? What do you mean by that? Right? What causing you this issue? What causing this issue? What causing this to happen? How do you mean by that? How do you mean exactly? What's prompting you to look into changes? What's prompting you to look into changing this? Can I ask what originally led you to decide to this decision? Oh, can I ask what originally led you to this decision in the first place? Was this in What is this important to you now? Or why is this important to you now? Why so important now? Can I ask why? Can you be more specific? Give me an example. What do you mean by that? I think I'm probably going to say, what do you mean by that, a little bit more than the others. And then I'm probably going to ask a little bit, what what causing this to happen? You know, could you share with me what is motivating your decision to sell the house, to buy the property, to buy something else, right? What would this do for you personally? In what way, though? This is more like a consequence question, to be honest. What are you hoping to accomplish by us possibly working together? Oh, this is good. Just so that we have a goal. Tell me what's driving the need to change your situation now, though? Can you tell me, can you walk me through the steps that lead you to this consideration, this conclusion, right? What would it mean for you to be able to solve this problem? What would it mean for you to be able to solve this problem? What would it do for you? In what way? What's in it for you to implement this for this company? If you're selling to a business sales, this is a good one. Can you walk me through the steps that lead you to this conclusion? This is really so. If somebody's in a foreclosure situation, they trying to. I've been having issues with people that they jump in and say, "Hey, I want to sell my house." I was like, "Oh, no. What do you mean by that? What can you walk me through those steps that lead you to this conclusion? Um, what would it do to you personally if you were not able to solve this problem? Are you willing to settle for that? What would it do to you personally if you were not able to solve this problem? And are you able to settle for that? If you were able to solve this, what would it mean for you? How would that make you feel though? This is pretty good. It's a very good consequence. In his words, it's probing questions. If you were able to solve this, what would it mean for you? How would that make you feel though? Right? How long has this issue been going on for you? Has it had any impact on you? In what way? This is more consequence questions in my opinion, but whatever. Which of those problems are impacting you the most? Why is this though? Which of those problems are impacting you the most? Why is this though? Let's suppose your needs could be met. What are you hoping to accomplish? It's too vague. Okay. All right. Examples of clarifying questions. Prospects. We have been trying to get both those projects off the ground for months now. Clarifying question. You mentioned you have been trying. What hasn't worked for you so far? Okay, this is actually makes a lot of sense. Like pretty much you're picking on the words. Like I've been trying. We have been trying to get both projects off the ground for a month now. Okay, you mentioned that you have been trying. What hasn't worked for you so far? Trying is the key word here. This work represents human feeling of frustration about not being able to accomplish the goal. Um, this is your golden opportunity to bring the prospect's problem to the surface of his or her mind, to have them reveal the pain and their feelings, and then open to your solution to solve that pain, right? Prospects. My computer has been my computer has been having some problems with the vendors. My company has been having some problem with the vendors we use, and we are looking for something better now. Clarifying. Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example of those problems that you have been having with them? Can, can you give have Can you give me an example? Can you give Can you give me an example of the problems that you have been given to them? Most salespeople will miss asking these powerful clarifying questions, right? Give me an example so that they can tell me more, right? But this is where the emotion comes out if we ask the right question. A potential customer who reveals to you, and more importantly themselves, past problems will experience the pain of that problem again in their mind. They will then start to confide in you about their business, problems, and what they're looking for in a new vendor to work with. Prospects. The new CEO wants us to reduce costs in our department by close to 10% this year, but we have found this very challenging to do and keep up with bringing on the new business. When you say challenging, what do you mean by that? Right? Why is that challenging? Rather than say, why is that challenging? That's more like accusing, right? But if you're saying, okay, when you say challenging, what do you mean by that? The word challenging is a word that represents aggravation of not being able to achieve a goal. This clarifying question can help the customer vent their emotions and feelings and the specific issues that help them reveal the pain, which in turn opens them up to wanting to solve the pain and do that with you. All right. Next, we're going to report like with decision making questions. Okay. Those NEPQ questions help your prospects to shift from the lowest price way of thinking to result-based thinking. Okay, it's more like it's not just lowest price possible. It's okay. What can we get? It's more like value-based, result-based. By using those questions, it gets them to look at the value of your solution, solving their problem, getting results over low-priced solution that might not solve the problem they have. Value always price if you can pull out emotion from your potential customers. Here we go. Can you walk me through the criteria you use when picking a company to solve those issues you had talked about? Can you walk me through the criteria you used when picking a company to solve those issues you had talked about? Let's say, for example, if you're in real estate, can you walk me through the options you have utilized to solve the um, foreclosure situation you had to talk about? How do you measure success with who you use now? Current vendor, right? How do you measure success with who you use now? Let's suppose you are looking at several different companies who all match your criteria, including the price. How would you even decide what to do, right? This is more like uh, competing offers. Let's suppose you are looking at like several different offers who all come in the same price and meet your criteria. How would you then decide what to do, right? You had mentioned that the most important thing to you is cost. Can I ask how that compares to you actually getting the results and being able to solve this problem? You mentioned to me that the most important thing is to be able to save the house. Can I ask like what that compares to you to actually getting the results and being able to save the house though? No, this is probably need to tweak this a little bit. It's not as clear. Let's suppose we were able to make those changes for you and get you the type of increase in profitability. What would you do with all those actual profit? What would you what would that do to you personally? Let's suppose we're able to come in at asking price, get you to what you wanted, and stop the auction for you. What would you do with all those money, like profit? What would you do? What would that do for you personally, though? It's a two-part question. You had told me that your company has a budget of $1,000 to fix this problem. Can I ask how that was determined? Is really trying to understand, like, is there anything else in there? Can you pull up additional budgets? They say, you told me that your company has a budget for like 100 grand to hire these positions. Can I ask how that was determined? Do you feel the budget you have been given is sufficient to hire this type of talent? Based on what you just went over, what resonate with you the most? Can I ask? No, it's not like that. Okay. Expanded probing questions. How do you get your prospect to expand their answers to bring out more emotions? You do that by asking expanded probing questions. Okay. As you now know, prospects buys emotionally 100% 100% of the time and justify it with logic, right? Tell me more. Can you walk me through your company's decision making process? Like, can you walk me through your household's decision making process related to this? Can you give me a specific example so I can understand this better? Can you go over with me? I mean, the qualities you're looking for when choosing a company to work with. Can you go over? I mean, can you go over with me the qualities you're looking for when choosing a company to work with? Walk me through the criteria you use to make a decision on something like this. Walk me through the considerations you use to make a decision on something like this. What can you walk me through the consideration you have been given into this in making a decision that you want to save, keep the property rather than sell this? Keep the property. Describe for me what you are possibly looking for, just to see if I could help you. So like this one, if they're in foreclosure, I send a text message to them. They say, hey, yes, I want to talk to you about it. Okay, my question would be, describe for me what you are possibly for looking, just to see if I can help you by responding from a message. I mean, hey, Mr. Prospects, you respond to one of them a message about stopping the auctions. Would you mind describe for me like what you are possibly looking for? Just see if I could help you. Explain that to me in more detail, just so I understand. This is too commanding. And and did that work? How did you feel about it? In what way though? Right? Expanded probing question should be with a phrase like walk me through, tell me more, can you share with me, describe for me, explain to me. This is more really commanding actually. So you don't really ask those questions right away. You probably want to ask those questions when you build some reports, and to be able to do that, those questions shows your prospect that you are there for them and you want to hear their pain. You not only want to hear their pain, but you want them to hear your pain, right? You want them to relieve the experience of the pain they associate from not having the problem resolved yet, right? Review the experience of pain they associate from not having the problem resolved yet. So what's more intense emotion? It's a pain. Without pain, there's no sell. Without you pulling out pain from the prospect with NEPQ questions, your potential customer will continue living with the pain, living that pain, doing what they always have done, maintaining the status quo. Unless you learn to uncover a prospect's pain with NEPQ, you will continue to sell using traditional selling techniques, playing the numbers game, losing sales you could be made. I think I lost the sales like for a couple months, first couple months. I'm not happy about that. More solution awareness questions. So initial awareness questions involves your prospects and their ideas to find out what they have done in the past to solve their problems, so they start to own their issues and challenges emotionally rather than you salesperson owning their problems emotionally. So really make them aware. Those questions help them look at what their present situation and future will look like once they take action and change their situation and do that with you. Solution awareness question can open up several avenues for you with your potential customer, decision makers. Okay. Solution awareness questions allow all what's that? Solution awareness questions all you allows you to gain access to the decision making process of the company you are selling to. This is pretty written. They allow you to uncover competing or conflict interests among multiple decision makers within the organization. They also allow you to influence key employees who can influence the decision. They allow you to find out who is on your team to help you and who is on the company might resist your offer. Those, yeah, I know. Vendor disruption question. Am I reaching the end? Okay. Solution awareness question opens the door to new solutions for your prospects that might not ever considered. Um, they can uncover any dissatisfactions with their current product and services, and in turn position you as the trust authority in how your solution can solve their problems. And time. Solution awareness questions help uncover your prospects' hopes for the future, as well as what they have tried in the past to solve the present day problems. What worked, what didn't. Competitors. Solution awareness questions can help the prospect become open about your competitors who are also vying for the account. Once you learn more about how your competitors are and where your prospects is with each one, it will give you a competitive advantage in the sales process. All right, below are some of the questions. All right, let's go through it. Let's go through a couple more pages. Let's go to the more consequence questions here. Okay. All right, here we go. Could you share with me what you're hoping to accomplish in the next 3, 6, or 12 months? How does this compare with the where you are right now? Can you go over what qualities you're looking for in a vendor? How does that compare with what your CEO looks for a vendor? What differentiates your company over your competition? Why is that? Uh, this is trying to understand the client, right? I guess. What is more important to you, to your company cutting costs or increasing sales and revenue? Why though? So the way you deliver is what's important to you, to your company, cutting costs or increase the sales and revenue? Why though? Can you share with me your long-term goal and how they compare to where you are right now? What prevents you from achieving them? No, too long-winded. I think. What have you tried to do about this in the past? What worked? What has not worked? This is better. Um, how much do you think this has cost you? In what way though? I like those two. Straightforward, vague enough so they can tell you. Have you given up trying to deal with this problem? Why is this important to deal? Why now though? Have you given up trying to solve this issue? Why? Well, why though? How long has this been going on in your organization? How long has this been a problem for you? So rather than how long you have been in the foreclosure, I probably say, hey, how long has this been a problem for you? What's preventing you from solving this in the past? Well, why we're talking about it right now? How much do you think is costing you in loss in sales each year? How much do you think is costing the lost revenue each year? How much do you think is costing you in loss of sleep, health, relationship? How much do you think it costing you in loss of savings each year? Actually, you have already reached big numbers and milestones. Tell me, where do you want to go from here in terms of future improvements in things? Can you tell me what's the big? I mean, can you tell me what's your biggest? So, what is your? If you don't mind, I mean, what's your biggest priority? Are what your biggest priority are for this year? Before today, we were out there looking for. Before today, were you out there looking for something, or what were you doing about it? What prevents you? How did that work for you? Before today, were you out there looking for solutions to address the auctions? I mean, what prevented you from solving that? How did that work out for you? Just to see if what we do will work for you the best. But besides X and Y, Z, and what are you looking for? Actually, this is good. Before today, I mean, were you out there looking for solutions that will help you to resolve the auction situation? And how did that work out for you? Okay, besides that, what else have you done? What else have you tried and but did not work? What would be your ideal criteria to solve this problem? What would this do for you personally to solve this problem? Would it? How serious would you say this issue is for you? How serious would you say this is a dire situation for you? What were you hoping I could do for you though? I mean, what were you hoping? So this is on the same page. How do you see this working for you the most? How long has this been an issue? How long has this issue been going on? How would I be able to communicate to you that you might be making a wrong decision without you getting upset with me? Oh, this is more like I have something I need to tell you, but I just don't know how. I think that might upset with you, upset you, but I just don't know how to tell you. Just tell me. How would I be able to communicate to you that you might making a wrong decision without getting upset with me? Why am I even here? If a prospect is not open up to you during a conversation, warning, only use these questions once you have a firm understanding of the NEPQ. Why am I even here? You know, it's been like 30 minutes since we talked. I mean, I haven't really heard any reason we should be doing business together. Why am I even here? Why do you even want to see me? Same as both, that's right. How long has this been on your mind? How much is this problem costing you in lost revenue? How do you feel about that? In addition to you, who else recognize this that this is a major problem in the company? In addition to you, who else recognize this foreclosure situation is a major problem in the family? Hmm. But what steps have you taken to resolve this in the past as well? Kind of. If there was a way to eliminate the problem you're talking about, I think you had mentioned it was costing your business over $1 million a year in lost revenue. What effects would that have on your company at this point? In what way, though? If there was a way to eliminate this problem you talk about, I think you mentioned that you have this foreclosure and it's costing you tremendously, not mentally and money wise. Like, what effects would that have on your family at this point? In what way, though? How would implement this change help you? What would it do for you personally, though? Don't like that. If you so this is more like if I go outside and talk to different lawyers, how would working with us is going to even this change will help you? I mean, what we do to you personally though, because most of the time they're helping their clients. If you came to your CEO with a possible solution that could save the company nearly $3 million a year, what would that mean for you? I mean, what would that mean for you? What would he or she say? If those changes what if those changes were to happen to solve this for your company, how does that help you the most? In what way though? If you were able to have this problem solved, what will allow you to be able to do? If you if you were able to solve this foreclosure situation, this, this tenant is not paying, what will allow you to be able to do? How would that make you feel? If you were able to accomplish this objective, what would that do for you personally? In what way though? If you were able to help solve this in one way, would that benefit you and your company? What would that do to you, to your apartment? What would it do for you personally though? Okay, so this is all I got today, and it's been 30 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like this series, please drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channels for future videos together. And hopefully we can grow together. I love you. Peace. Bye.